moving from that disappointment to a match we've never seen before. Sundeep was, I mean, he was at the edge of his seat. What do you have to say about the India-Netherlands match?
I think, yeah, it's a thriller.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel happy because the team's playing well. You feel happy because you got a lower score line in a way. But I'm more disappointed that it didn't turn out to be 2-2. You know, you got 6 seconds to go. You got 5 penalty corners, one by one, one by one. The law of averages actually tell you that one is going to go in. And I think somewhere, instead of going direct, though, you know, I have the luxury of sitting here and now thinking that, you know, we could have done this, which is slightly unfair to the team. But I think they should have gone indirect on at least one. I think the fourth one or the third one. But you know what happens there is the pressure is so much. You know, you're looking for an equalizer. And for once, the tables have turned. You're not the ones who are facing a last second goal. You are in a position where you can get a last second goal, you know. And I think that was driving them. So probably there, I actually thought that Altmans might come screaming and tell them to take an indirect. But I don't know why they went all direct. But probably they also were hoping, like all of us, that one will go in, you know. But unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Let's go in the beginning of the match. We saw that the Dutch team came after thrashing Ireland and Canada. Were you expecting this kind of a game from them today?
No, I thought it would be an overly defensive game. The first quarter was similar, goalless until almost the half-time. I think both the teams were kind of not risking it. Both have super counter-attacking abilities. Both have great penalty corner drills. The Dutch guys have more speed. Okay, they have more pace. They got a great coach in Max Calders, who's a great character. You know, has taken the women's team to the gold. He's also been in the final of the last World Cup. You know, so he's a guy who can bring up a team, and that's how he's brought this team. You got to understand that this is the same Dutch side that didn't go to the Champions Trophy. They stayed at home and trained for the Olympics. So the first 2 quarters were what we were expecting, and then they broke loose. I think where we committed the mistakes were not in gameplay. I think Raghunath, he scored a goal, so it's a bad time to, you know, criticize the guy, but nobody shoves an elbow up a player. The reason he did that, I don't know, but it was a clear elbow. He went out for 8 minutes. Sunil went out for 5 minutes. That particular portion was where Holland attacked. The momentum was with them.
Yeah, so the momentum actually went
That's
away
the third
from
quarter.
India.
Yeah, and the momentum went away. We were defending. What happens is that the legs get tired, the mind gets tired, and you know, it seems easy to an outsider that okay, just get into a counter-attacking mode. No, hockey is too difficult like that. If the team is attacking and you are under pressure, then you keep defending. That is where I think the match kind of slipped away from us.
But if you see Srijesh, he was exceptional today on the field. Loved watching him today.
He's grown in stature. He's grown as a goalkeeper. I think Altmans has a lot to do with it. Terry Walsh has a lot to do with it. All the guys who've coached him. Number one, he's confident. Okay, and he's a guy who kind of takes it straight to the opponent. He's like a boxer who says that okay, come hit me, you know. So he's that kind of a goalkeeper who lives on confidence, he thrives on confidence, and that's what he gives it to the rest of the guys. You know, it's very easy for us to say the defense is playing well. The defense is also playing well because they got Srijesh out there who's defending well. So you know, you kind of get confidence up. You know, the defenders know that okay, if I miss the ball, I got the guy back who's kind of covering it up. I think Srijesh is like, he's probably the best now, or probably the best two in the world.
Captaincy doing wall of wonders for him?
Captaincy always does like that, you know. When you try and take the lead, because you know you got a bunch with you. And when you beat teams like Argentina, you know, when you're virtually on the cusp of drawing against Germany, when you're playing a good game against Holland, it lifts you. Even if you lose, like today, I can bet my last rupee on this, that they're not going to go back and say, oh, you know, we lost the game. I think they're going to go back and say that how are we going to beat them the next time? Because they were right there. They were right there to beating them, or at least equalizing with a team that's supposed to be a top-notch team.
India next plays Canada. What are the chances for them to qualify?
I think they should easily beat Canada on the way they are playing, the kind of possession hockey that we are enjoying, and the counter-attacking abilities that we have with guys like Sunil and Akashdeep. Yeah, but the only thing that worries me is that the forwards are not coming in. The forwards are not gelling like the way they need to, you know. Akashdeep, you got Sardar. I think Sardar, for some reason is a little confused. He doesn't know whether to go up front, he doesn't know where to fall back, somewhere in the middle. He's like a confused guy right now. So if Sardar's mind is cleared up, I think somewhere there is an issue. I think the forwards would start gelling, and I think against Canada, I do have a feeling that the forwards are going to score.
I wanted to speak to you about Sardar Singh. I thought that he would do well after the captaincy was not there for him, but
No,
you know,
I get it. I get the point that you're telling me, but it's just not about performance sometimes, you know. It's about positional play. You know, you got a player who's been captain, you got a player who's been playing midfield for almost 8 years. He's an iconic player. People come to watch him. In 2014 World Cup, Dutch guys, Dutch fans were coming to watch him. Okay, India is playing, Sardar is playing. That kind of glamour is probably gone off, you know, and the last 5-6 months have been a little emotionally trying for him. I think he'll probably settle in. If he can play a good game against Canada, if he gets a goal, I think he was very, very near to a goal against Germany. That deflection, just missing
but
the
is he
goalpost.
playing to his potential?
He's not playing to his potential. That's the reason why he needs to come up. I think he needs to hold the ball once again. He's too used to holding the ball, and I think without a ball, he's feeling a little confused. But that is for him to solve, that's for alternates to solve, and the sooner they solve it, it's better for India.
And do you think that the new day will bring joy for Indians?
I hope so. I think the badminton thing should come up, and I think Saina, Nehwal, Sindhu. I mean, I'll just stick my neck out and say I have a lot of hope on Sindhu. I think she's been playing excellent badminton for the last 6 months. She's very good with the drops now. I do feel that she can do it.
He feels that Saina can do it. Guys, if you like our video, do like it, share it and subscribe it.